Bismillah. And that is the issue of sincere advice. Sincere advice amongst women. Now, again, I was talking to some colleagues and some people and of the issue of women giving advice to women. And again, by Allah, I'm saying by Allah, it keeps coming back to the same issue. That it used to be that women used to support each other quite well. And you used to hear stuff like, only women understand women. And I used to think that's a kind of cliche statement. It's like, really? Come on. I mean, Allah created men for women, women for men. They're supposed to understand each other. Actually, by default, that's the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that when you have an issue, you turn to your husband. And he understands you and advises you well. And when he has an issue, he is comfortable enough to turn to you and you advise him from a female perspective. And that's what we see with the Prophet ﷺ, with Salama and others, his wife. Like, you talk to them and you take their advice and they would talk to him. There'd be so many intimate discussions. But today we have this, with people trying to convince us, no, you have to talk to your friends. You cannot talk to your husband. This is not something you talk to him about. Talk to your friend, girl talk. Or man talk, and this and that. Yes, of course, there's always going to be a level of that where you talk to your sisters and whatnot. But it seems today that it's been pushed that, okay, advice, and the Prophet said, adin nasiha, that this advice is sincerity, or, this deen is sincerity or advice. So it is part and parcel of our deen. But why now there's a change where women are realizing that women are giving bad advice? If I go to a man and ask for advice, most likely, if it's a practicing brother, good brother, he'll give me, a decent advice, and it's not going to be based on his emotions or what he's gone through necessarily in life. We might connect on a level, and he might give me from his experience. But this is what clients tell me. This is what sisters say. It'll be something like, I can't get advice from a woman because she's too emotional and she doesn't give me proper advice. She becomes too emotional. She starts pushing her problems into the issue. So it starts becoming about her while it was about me at the beginning. I came to her with a problem and now she's somehow injecting her problems into my issue and tries to connect to me and that we both take a certain decision that's kind of influenced by her emotions. And that's not what I want. I want advice for my problem. I don't want her to rant and to give me her emotions and her issue. I'm asking for my problem solutions, right? So a proper sister who's on the Quran and Sunnah, she seeks to offer sincere advice to every woman she comes into contact with, and that is away from the guidance of Allah, based on the guidance of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, not based on her emotions and her, just her thinking. There has to be a standard, right? If she wants good for her sister, right, then she needs to basically advise her according to that and wishing good for her, not feeling jealous, not thinking, oh my God, why you have this, I don't have that, or no, sincere advice and wishing success for her, praying for her, right? And sadly, I'm telling you, I'm honestly, subhanAllah, like women will say, I've been to a woman counselor. I'd rather go for a man counselor because you guys give us straight, direct advice that is not stained by your own emotions or, wrong judgments based on your trauma or your problems that you had in your life. And so on, they can identify when women counselors give this. I'm not trying to put down women counselor. We need women counselor. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm trying to say is that based on this principle from the Ideal Muslimah book, we're trying to say that sisters have to go back to that original state of Quran Sunnah when giving advice. Not their own thing, what they read from a certain sister who's a da'i or something like that. Go back to the Quran Sunnah because we need female advisors. We need female counselors. We men cannot. I mean, it's it's inappropriate to an extent in certain things, in certain issues for us to talk about women. We need to be able to refer sisters to women that we can trust that they can help and solve the problem. But right now we're having an issue. We need to train more women, and these women need to realize that it's got to be based on Quran and Sunnah, not on their own whims and desires and emotions.